Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel. I'm super excited to be here on ThermOWeb's YouTube channel to share not one, but two easy rainbow foiled shaker window cards. And I am going to be using the 8.5 by 11 toner clear sheets. That is lots of dots, and then this is reverse polka. These are really easy to cut in a trimmer. I can even double them up and cut two at once in my Tim Holtz trimmer. So I am going to double them up and I'm going to cut them just a little smaller than A2. So just a little smaller than 4.25 by 5.5. Now I'm going to cut a rainbow Deco foil transfer sheet to slightly larger than the acetate toner sheet that I cut down. And you can see it's really beautiful on that rainbow side. To know which side to put the foil on, you have to find the matte side. So one is super shiny, one is slightly matte. Once you find the matte side, you're going to place the silver of the foil sheet down on the matte side. The color, the beautiful rainbow, is going to face up towards you and the silver is going to face down, and then you're going to put it in a parchment paper sandwich. So this one's a little harder to tell, but you can still find that matte side, and the silver of the foil sheet's going to face down. This is my laminator. It's just a basic laminator. Just make sure you really heat it up. Sometimes 15 to 20 minutes. With the parchment paper sandwich, you want to put the folded edge in first. That will keep everything from wrinkling. And then once it's gone through and it's cooled down, it's time for ThermOWeb's peel and reveal. This is my absolute favorite part, especially with rainbows. I cannot get over how beautifully those rainbow foil transfer sheets adhere down to the toner on the acetate clear sheets. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is my favorite waffle flower die to use for shaker cards. It's the picture frames die. So I'm going to be using both Ultra Bond and ThermOWeb's Memory Runner XL. For the frame, which is a white cardstock, I'm going to use the ThermOWeb's Memory Runner XL, which is just a plain tape runner. I'm going to put tape runner on all four sides, and then I'm going to adhere it down to my beautiful rainbowed window there. So once I have toner all over, I'm just going to line it up corner to corner. Remember that I did cut the acetate piece just slightly smaller so that I could hide it behind this picture frame cardstock there, and absolutely love that rainbow window. I'm going to do the same exact thing for the other window. So I'm just going to put tape runner on all four sides. It's just, you don't need any liquid adhesive for this one, so I like using the tape runner here, and it's very sticky, so it adheres the cardstock to the foiled acetate very perfectly. So now I'm going to use the Ultra Bond because now I'm working with fun foam. You could see I could try to use the tape runner, but you may get some missed spots, and with shaker goodies you don't want missed spots. You want adhesive on all four sides. So I am going to put the Ultra Bond liquid adhesive on all four sides, making sure that I have a straight line that connects. It can be right in the middle because I'm using enough of it that when I press down it's going to smush out a little bit and keep that entire frame together. You want to just give yourself enough time to slide it around a little bit just to make sure everything is straight and you're not seeing the bottom die cut foam in the places where you shouldn't be. Set those aside to dry, and now I'm working on the bottom pieces of cardstock, which are A2 size, and I am putting tape runner all around the edges of those bottom white pieces of cardstock. So I am really making sure to put a good layer on all four sides and making sure that the tape runner connects so that when I lay the foam down again, it's going to be sealed and it's going to trap the shaker goodies inside. So I'm going to do it for the second bottom as well. This is another A2 piece of white cardstock, and I'm just using that Memory Runner XL in a nice thick line on all four sides, and then lining up the doubled up foam that we adhered and set aside to dry on top of that. Once that's done, I can fill these with shaker goodies. So the right hand side I did kind of a clear whitish color, and then on the left hand side I'm doing an entire rainbow of shaker goodies because the right hand side is going to be covered up with reverse polka. So you're not going to see a ton out of the window because a lot of it is covered with the foil. The left-hand side, you're gonna see a lot more. So I wanted rainbow inside as well. Okay, we're going to use the Memory Runner XL one more time. I flipped the window over, so this is the back side of the window where you can see the black toner, and I am putting the Memory Runner XL all over the edge, and I'm making sure again to do a thick application, 2 or 3 rows on top of each other to really make sure it's going to adhere down to the doubled up foam, and then I can just press it down and it'll trap the shaker goodies inside. And see, you can see through the tiny little dots there, those clear shiny shaker goodies. Going to do the same exact thing with the other window. So again, I flipped it over, so we're looking at the back with the black toner, and I'm just going to do a couple of rows on top of each other to make sure that this is going to stay secure, because look at all those little shaker goodies. I don't want that to go all over somebody's lap, so I really want to make sure to trap them inside. So just press down, add a little pressure, but then check it out. We have the rainbow foil on the front and the beautiful shaker goodies inside. I am using some My Favorite Things stamps to create some sentiments, and I stamped them right on that picture frame at the top there. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I was able to put the entire shaker card inside my mini MISTI by taking out the foam piece of the MISTI. So you normally keep that in when you're doing clear stamps, but because my shaker was so thick, I just put it in without the foam. And then I have this little sub-sentiment that says, "You make me happy." It cuts into 3 strips. Again, this is from My Favorite Things as well. So I'm using some purple tape to hold it in place. And then I decided I wanted to use some snips to cut off all the white. I just wanted it to be a black label with white print. So now I'm just going to use some Gina designs for ThermOWeb black foam squares, and I use those snips to cut them in half so I can place just a half behind that little label there and lay these right over part of the window. I had actually scratched, my fault, some of the foil, and so I wanted to cover up my little mistake there, and I thought this sub-sentiment was kind of cool because the outside is white with a black ink sentiment, and then the inside you have the black with the white sentiment. So that's it, just 2 really super fast, easy rainbow foiled shaker windows, and these make me so happy. If you're interested in using any of the supplies that I used today, they will all be linked down in the YouTube description box below. I want to thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful day.